we are here today to give a briefing to the public on our activities with regards to the civic education and public consultation exercises or campaigns which have already started. But before we get into that, I think it is important to provide a little bit of a background. And we all know that the National Constitutional Review Commission was reconstituted on November 3, 2023 in accordance with the revitalized peace agreement for the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan 2018 as one of the constitution making process mechanisms under the Constitution Making Process Act 2022. Among the other mandates given to the Commission, NCRC is to conduct a nationwide civic education and public consultation on constitutional issues as basis for drafting of the permanent constitution for the Republic of South Sudan. Consequently, the Commission established civic education and public consultations committees for the 10 states, the 3 administrative areas, the national institutions, and the diaspora. The Commission conducted a series of internal workshops on a number of procedural and substantive constitutional issues, such as the constitution making process itself, separation of powers, equality, gender equity, affirmative action, federalism, and different types thereof, to empower its members in preparations for a nationwide civic education and public consultation exercises, which was formally launched on March 27, 2025 at the Freedom Hall here in Juba. However, due to financial constraints, the Commission could not immediately send its members to the ground for civic education and public consultations. We continued our engagements with the concerned authorities in the national government as well as our partners to enable civic education to start. Ultimately, the United Nations mission in South Sudan, the United Nations Development Fund, the UN Women, JICA, Center for Inclusive Governance, Peace and Justice, and Max Planck Foundation were able to team up to facilitate the process. The Office of the Chairperson of the High-Level Committee for the implementation of the revitalized peace agreement for the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan 2018, General Engineer Paul Manyang-Juk, has been exceptionally instrumental in galvanizing effective support and cooperation of the concerned state governments to ensure success of the constitution making process in general and the NCRC teams in particular while on the ground. Consequently, phase 1 of the civic education and public consultations kicked off on October 6, 2025, when the Commission was able to send 4 teams to 4 states of Eastern Equatoria, Lakes, Northern Bahr el-Ghazal, and Western Bahr el-Ghazal for civic education and public consultation campaigns. The teams returned late last week following a 1-month robust and comprehensive engagement with the public at the grassroots level. Honorable members, the partners and members of the press, at this juncture, we are pleased to announce that the Commission, in collaboration with the partners, the national and state governments, shall be sending 4 additional teams to the states of Central Equatoria, Jonglei, Warrap, and Western Equatoria to conduct civic education and public consultations on constitutional matters. This shall effectively leave us with only 2 states of Upper Nile and Unity, as well as the 3 administrative areas, the national institutions and the diaspora. But we will be able to say that by the end of the year, we will have covered the majority of the states. So we shall focus on the remaining states and administrative areas early next year, once funds and other resources are available for the Commission to continue and complete the exercise. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to appreciate the national and state governments, the partners, the NCRC members, and the Secretariat for their commitment and effective collaboration, which has led to this impressive and encouraging breakthrough. We therefore wish to seize this opportunity to appeal to the national and state governments, as well as the partners, to urgently and adequately fund and support the Commission to complete the remaining tasks. We would like to reiterate here that the Commission remains resilient and committed to complete its mandate within the stipulated time frame, once funds are availed, to ensure realization of a sustainable peace, stability, rule of law, constitutionalism, and prosperity in the country.